Peace, love, and light. Welcome to Powerhouse Tarot. I'm Energy Goddess. Welcome to my beautiful, lit, vibrant, growing, abundant, and prosperous YouTube channel. On this channel, I like to do different type of spiritually related videos and content. If that's your thing, please be sure to subscribe. Join the tribe, all right? Hit the post notification bell down below as well, all right? Glory. I'm saying that. Glory. Where that shit came from? I cannot with myself. Oh my God, y'all. Glory. Hey, sugar bunny. How you doing? Oh my gosh, y'all. Cannot. Let's get the messages. Today's message is going to be a pick a card, bless, all right? Pick a card, pick a pile. In that card selection that you choose, okay, it's going to be a bunch of messages that are going to be useful for whatever card selection that you choose. If you choose to pick all of them, that's wonderful. There's going to be messages based on each card selection, all right? Take a couple of meditative breaths, moments, all right, to honor what Spirit is telling you and what card selection you should choose, all right? Let's go ahead and get into the messages. Spirit, what are the messages for card 1? Thank you. Card 2. Thank you. Card 3. And thank you. And thank you. And thank you. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so y'all go ahead and make your card selections. We're going to start with card 1, 2, and end off in 3. Okay, that's how the messages are going to come out. We're going to start off in card selection number 1. Okay, Divine Matrix, interconnectedness, synchronicity, and God instances. So some of you guys, those of us that pick card number 1, it's like you're experiencing God instances, a lot of synchronicities into things that you're doing, feeling very interconnected to everything around you. Okay, for card selection number 1, that's because you're establishing your rightful place in this divine matrix. Somebody has this tattoo. Who has this tattoo? Somebody has that tattoo that watches these messages. Whoever you are, I love you. I love you. I fucking love you. Okay. I'm doing ancestor messages. All right. Alright. Interconnectedness. So those of us that pick card number 1, it's a lot of divine, just the big energy of divine matrix, interconnectedness, synchronicities. You're going to be seeing a lot of that. Things feeling really interconnected to everything around you. You know, if having these instances like, it's not coincidence, but like God instances, like, you know, where you encounter God, like in those instances, and like you can't really explain it to nobody unless they ever might have had one, you know, a God instance, not a coincidence, but like an instance where you met God or felt really connected to God in a moment or a breath or whatever it was, an experience, whatever, you heard me? What are the messages for those of us that pick card selection number 1? Thank you, Holy Spirit. So in the present situation right now, you're trying to make a move Some of you guys, I feel like in order to get more planted, more grounded, it's like you have to trust more. You in this hermit energy of trusting the spirit. That's what hermit is all about. Trusting your own spirit. Really being able to go out on that ledge and say, I have to go within myself for this clarity. Nothing outside of me can give it to me, right? You've already discovered that. And this, because of this beautiful epiphany, this makes things like change up for you, you know? Now you're in a place where you feel like all of your actions, now you're seeing how they play out really truly into the universe, and they have these cause and effects kind of thing going, you know, like your God body senses, you know what I'm saying? So many things. Some of you guys are experiencing a lot of synchronicities as things are starting to come to an end, starting to come to a close, having a lot of better fortune for yourself, a lot of better opportunities and things in life, and you're realizing how much God has made that possible for you. Ooh. Having this deep sense of connectedness to God as you affirm and as you co-create with the divine, you know. Nothing like having that connection there. Where you are presently, this is more like trying to celebrate, you know, trying to find. That's why I say glory at the top of the. I'm over there laughing and shit, yo. That be spirit, yo. For those of us that pick card number 1, it's like you like it is glory. It's like a celebration, you know. 4 of Wands. You know, that's really where you want to be at in the present right now. You know, you're trying to find this joy, this inner sense of pride and happiness. You know, it's like your eyes wide open, you're learning so much stuff, and you don't want to get too wrapped up in the joy of it. So you're trying to be serious, but spirit's like, no, celebrate this shit. Like, give joy, give that happy, because that's what we need from you, that energy, like, you know, because this is really synchronicity, and we keep showing you synchronicity so that you can finally see, like, and not just believe, but know, you know what I'm saying, that who you are in your God body, on some real shit. And so the universe will keep giving you synchronicities like that so you can connect to that, okay? What I see in your what you're aware of is that there's still a great bit of deception out there, but I feel like with the deception now you've learned how to walk away from that, or how to get a grip, or like somehow outmaneuver this. You know what I'm saying? Whatever deception, whatever overindulgence or anything of lower vibrations, for the most part, trickery, anything that takes you away from your truth, you can see it, you can spot it a mile away. Hey love, good evening, how y'all doing? It's like you could spot it a mile away, you know, for real. Now, what you're unaware of. Okay, so that's what you're aware of. What you're unaware of is the 7 of Knives. Now that you know certain things, now that you have a certain set of insight, it's imperative that you operate in such a way. It's like now you have to make your actions meet your knowledge, or else it's not wisdom. You feel me? It's just knowledge. And I mean, we all run around with a bunch of knowledge. However, what good is it if we can't apply it, right? So this is like basic, integral, like inner makings of, you know what I'm saying, getting locked in, tapped into yourself, being able to really like go for it. Like, this is your time to really go for it and really believe in your God body. You know what I'm saying? On some real shit. This is that time where everything is starting to make sense to you. You know what I'm saying? Everything that you ever gone through, that you ever experienced in life all the way up until now. It's like it led you to this point. And now you can really see your God body, and it keeps the universe, God, it keeps showing you just who you are in that form and in that right and in that fashion. And you just like, you can't run from it. It's like something you can't run from. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, go for it. That's like God's way of saying, yeah, go for it. Stand in your power, stand in your authority. You know? You have, you know what I'm saying? You have that permission. You have that right. You know what I'm saying? That sovereignty, right? Okay? And that's a different feeling, right? Because this is where your power at, literally. In the high priestess, right? So that's like the divine giving you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like the wink, you know? Like, yeah, you got it, you know? So take your power, you know? All right? Believe in yourself. Be inspired by your thoughts. The things that keep coming to you over and over. The things that life keeps showing to you. The universe, etc. Like, really, so that you can make something happen. Right? Some of you guys are in your creative bag, like really getting ready to create something that's really going to be different. It's going to be innovative, and it's going to also be lucrative, because that's a part of your practical plan and what you're building and establishing, you know. And so get ready for things to really start to change, you know, in your world, in your environment, because you're in this divine matrix right now, you know what I'm saying, where you're picking up a lot of information, you're evolving really quickly. A lot of people may have knocked you, doubted you, whatever, who gives a shit, because look at you now, right? So my closing message for those of us that pick card number 1 is in the death card. So this is, or the devil's card, excuse me. So this is all about remembering who you are, you know, because a lot of those energies that, like I said, they didn't necessarily want you to get where you're going. A lot of those energies are the very energies that are propelling you to really see your synchronicities, really see your interconnectedness to the divine, because it's like it sets you apart from those devilish folks and those devilish energies, just period. And it's not like to give the devil credit, but it's just the energy that they carry. You feel me? Like, for sake of explanation for it, right? But be accountable, because what you're seeing are synchronicities given to you by God, so that you can really connect with who you are and why things are happening, and be able to be your own magician in your own life. Recognize your own magician skill set, first of all, and your God-like responsibilities and obligations, you know, because we all have them. It's just, we're not all gonna answer the call, you know. But so, right, and that's what I got for those of us that pick card number 2 or card number 1. Let's go ahead and get into the message for card number 2. Card number 2. I apologize, y'all. I am so stuffy. I really apologize. Like, I'm over here sniffling, cackling. My bad, y'all. Like, seriously. Right? Okay. Card number 2. So we got Holy Grail, inner discovery, finding sacredness. You are what you seek. Okay? Holy Grail. You are what you seek. Okay? Some of you guys are looking for this outside of self. And Spirit is saying, that's in you. That ain't on you. That's in you. Okay? Holy Spirit, connect me to the messages for those of us that will pick card selection number 2. Connect me to the messages for those of us that will pick card selection number 2. Inner discovery, finding sacredness. What did you find when you went inside? You found sacredness. You are what you seek. I bet you did. I bet you did. I bet the fuck you did. And what else? Holy Grail, and what else? Come on, Holy Spirit. My bad, y'all, about the, because I'm trying to get them all on center for you can at least see them. Get a little visual for you. I know y'all like y'all visuals. I do. Let me get my visuals. Let me see something. Alright. So in the present situation, I see the Ace of Knives. So I see you finding clarity. I see you seeing something. It's like I can see it. I see my clarity. I see what I need right now. Okay. Some of you guys, problem area might be just being a little bit of stuck. You know what I'm saying? Or like finding something, but like being a little stuck on something. Hanging on a little bit to things of the past. So just keep that in mind for those of us that pick card selection number 2, because it's like something you're still hanging on to is something from the past. Okay, I feel like you found, it was like a problem in the past. It's like it's now going to be solved moving forward with the 3 of Sticks. I see, you know, it's like it's going to be solved. You have to be patient with yourself. You're in the Holy Grail. You finding sacredness. This is about inner discovery right now. So the things that are going on with you outside of you, it's like so minuscule to what you're experiencing and really going through internally. You know what I'm saying? With this card, the Holy Grail. Because you are what you seek, it's like you're trying to find solution or comfort or something, solace, something, refuge, something to that effect, right? And it's like, but you are what you're looking for. You're trying to find that outside of yourself, and spirit keeps bringing you back to that. And so like probably what it was from the past that you discovered was like, yo, I was looking at everything outside of me and it was always in me, right? And now that you can take that information and move forward, like it changes things. So it's like, hold on, wait, have a little patience. Shit is still getting like transformed in your life right now. You know, that helps to shift it where you needed to go. As far as getting a little momentum into wherever you're trying to go, right? Where you are aware, you know, in your mind, what you do know is that you did learn some tough lessons, and sometimes you got to still go back to those lessons sometimes and reread the playbook sometimes on those lessons, and that's fine. You know what I'm saying? Spirit is happy when you do that, because then that's like you're going to that place where you finding what you seek, which is the answers in your tough situations. The garden is the will, is the world card in the regular tarot deck. This is the hoodoo deck, but the garden is talking about your lessons. And so when you go back to self and say, self, what did I learn? Self, what did I pick up, right? And you use your own knowledge instead of going to, you know, saying God, spirit, da. You don't gotta go outside of yourself, because like all of it's already within you. Like you don't even have to go to like the God outside of you. Like everything is in you, like in your own head. Like I swear, but you gotta trust it enough. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. When we don't trust our own thoughts, our own head, that's because, you know what I'm saying, other things within us are in balance, right? So we can't trust the energy to be worthy of trust, right? And so as you keep going on, being patient with yourself, you start to experience those ones that pick out number 2, like, yo, I can trust my own judgment. You know what I'm saying? And then that shifts things in your world truly, because now you don't have to search outside of you to find that, you know, on some real shit. Like you already have that within you, you know? And it's not that you don't have the divine, you know what I'm saying? It's like God is teaching you that God is not outside of you, it's within you. And that's big. You know what I'm saying? That's a big lesson. But you love learning that in inner discovery. And everybody don't learn these tough lessons. So this is the shit that Legends made a lot. Those that pick card number 2, like, yo, big ups. Big ups. My youth. Boop, boop, boop. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. Y'all know some shit around this motherfucker. For real. We got 7 motherfucking coins out this bitch. You know, making an investment towards the spiritual growth, towards the spiritual heightening and ascension process. You know what I'm saying? For reals. For reals, my fucking OGs. Spiritual OGs. Y'all warriors out here. On some real shit. And you heavily protected. I need you to know that. 7 of Sticks. That's the 7 of Wands in the traditional tarot. Okay? That's where your power at. Like, you heavily protected. Like, so you know you anytime you're doing something and you feel protected and you know you got the protection, like, you know you did right. Because only the protected is going, and the anointing of the protection is gonna keep you from, you know what I'm saying, out of harm's way. Period. You know what I'm saying? And that is what it is. 808 on the clock. 808 on the clock. That's self. The 8 is self. Like, you know what I'm saying? Come on. So, you also have out, the Hierophant. It's like you trying, like, the world is shifting. As you're shifting and you're going through your inner discovery, excuse me, the rest of the world is too. The rest of the world is too. Everything in the universe is, right? And everything is shifting in the same accord, the same effect. And so it's like, as you get more into your purpose and recognizing who you are, finding your own inner sacredness, those spaces outside of you in the universe start to become more available, and you start to see those things and starting to shape in a more positive fashion for you. Like, as far as, like, if you were looking for, like, community or, like, you know, just the inner sense of connectedness and things like that, you being able to have that, you know, at this time. That's what I'm really seeing, you know, like, extra added support, like, you know, but, like, it's contingent on, like, how fast you develop, and it's contingent on how quickly and readily you're able to, like, move, you know, with what's coming in, you know. And yeah, this is going at your speed. This is going at your leisure on some real shit. Some of you guys, y'all be ready to rush some shit, and it's like you just rushing yourself, though. You know, you gotta slow down, take your time, you know, really be thorough. This is, I feel like the Hierophant is saying, the world saying to you, like, okay, so if this is what you want, or this is what it's going to be, stand in it and be like thorough and diligent, you know. Truly, I see the strength out here, as well as the Empress's energy. Yeah. So I see out the strength in the Empress's energy. And this is ultimately speaking of, for those of us that pick card 3, you know, you having all the abundance that you desire, as well as the strength, you know, but you just have to harness it. You have to take it, right? You have to claim it, right? And from there, you can command it and will it how you want, but you have to, you know what I'm saying? First, you got to take possession of that, you know what I'm saying? And I think that was the hardest part for those of us that pick card number 3, right? Get into that space, you know? Might have taken us quite some time, actually, to get here. But we're here. All right, so that's what I got for those of us that pick card number 2. Let's get to card number 3. What are the messages for card number 3? Okay. Chamber of the Violet Flame. Karmic release and radical transformation. Wow. So some of you guys are having a karmic release. Those of us that pick card number 3. Okay. This is talking about a karmic release and radical transformation. Chamber of the Violet Flame. Chamber of the Violet Flame. Okay, some of you guys are, this is a karmic release. Radical transformation, baby. Those of us that pick card number 3, okay. This could be in relationships. This could be within the self. This could be in multiple areas of our life. For those of us that pick out number 3. Yeah, be patient with yourself, love bug. Always be patient. You know? Ooh. Okay. What are the messages for card number 3? What is it that I need to see for card number 3? Yeah, those of y'all that got card number 2, that was lit. I'm not gonna lie. That was lit ski. Hey. Come on, big steppers. What's going on? Connect me to messages for the card number 3. What is it for card number 3 that I need to see? Thank you, Holy Spirit. Okay, I'm gonna take this one. I'm gonna take this one right here. I'm gonna take this one right there. I'm gonna take it. Yeah, we back out with that motherfucker. Okay. What the problem at? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. In the present situation, I see the 10 of Knives. It's something ending, but at the same time, somebody could still be like, you know, in the process of making the proper adjustments to a situation. It's like somebody doesn't believe something or something. This is what I'm hearing. This is the opposition within you. It's like those of us that pick out number 3, it's like you have some sort of opposition within you that makes you feel like something is going to fuck around and magically work, or something's going to fuck around and just, one day. I don't know where the fuck this fairy tale bullshit, because it's like in your mind, 10 of Knives, you know, like, what's up. But like a part of you still wishes, or some shit like that is what I'm here for card number 3 with this karmic release. That's why Spirit is saying karmic release, radical transformation, right? Chamber of the violet flame. Let this shit fucking transform you, my child. Like, for real. Okay? Whatever the situation. You have to put in the work. You have to make the actual investment. Spirit can only do but so much. Now you have a practical job on earth to do forth the actions that's necessary to make it match what you've been asking for. Because you've been asking for this radical transformation, and you've been asking for this karmic release. Believe it or not. Believe it or not. We get what we ask for. And in this energy, I feel like in the past, you know, somebody could have really made you feel a certain type of way. Like, oh, it was all this, it was all that in the past. But then quickly, you know, that might have just, you know, just died out. Almost like the flame, right? You know, or something like that. It just came to an end really quickly, you know. This passion and this high energy relationship, whatever, it just quickly, you know, went south. And hey, that shit happens, right? Life goes on, you know. So I feel like you're aware that, you know, this person might have wanted to juggle you or have you in between relationships or some shit, like something wild, something crazy. But I feel like that was a part of your karmic release, because you attracted that person to you to a certain degree, and to a certain degree now you have to put out different energy to attract different. Just that simple. And so with the energy of the Empress now, you're being more abundant in the energy of true radical transformation with Spirit now. It's like you want to team up with Spirit, like, oh, okay, I was on the wrong team. Hold on, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Let me get my shit together. I need to work with Spirit and get this together. And that's why the change is so radical. It's You know what I'm saying? So instant, because that spirit works with the divine, and that's period. The spirit is the divine, you know, and part of you. And that's what makes it so radical. You have out the sun card, you know, you're aware of how being practical, which is so putting in the proper investments towards the radical transformation, that the more that you get into that energy, that's your practical work, because it's like spirits working on their end and now you're working on your end, right? What's that saying? God gives to those who helps. God helps those who helps themselves, you know, and to a degree that is true, you know, and that's really what I feel like, you know, is the message, is saying like, you know, you helping yourself. When you being practical, that's you helping yourself, you know, and God loves that, you know what I'm saying, that you not just gonna come to God and be like, oh God, help me, God, you know. God wants you to get up off your ass and do your part, because God will give us work too, and we gotta fulfill that too. You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a fuck how hard it be, but we gotta do it, right? So with this 9 of sticks, which is the 9 of wands, you know, just be persistent. That's really where your power is. Not just patience, but persistence. Persistence is to persevere. It requires action. It's not like just sit there and just let some shit come to you. This is to like persist in your action, in your investment towards your future, right? Be persistent in that, okay? Then we have all the 3 of baskets. Some of y'all gonna really be celebrating really soon, you know, but celebrating a happy union between you, spirit, and the divine. You know, it's like a different union. This is the union of all parts of self, all aspects of self, you know. You being in union with God, you being in celebration with God now. Because I feel like you learn how to celebrate with everything in the lower levels of earth, but the true celebration of God was still something you were trying to find. How do I define that for me, and how do I find that, and what does that mean, and all of your whys and paradigms and whoopity wop. And that's been a tough challenge for you, you know, for those of us that pick card number 3. That's why you ended up as, you know, the types of karmic relationships. But they were all reflections of you, you know, and they were all meant to be had and experienced, negative or positive. 6 of baskets is reminding you that you have the support of the universe if you allow it, okay? And for the final message is in the Fool card, okay? If you're willing for a new beginning to start, you know, it just starts with one step at a time, you know, but you have to make the investment to feel that it's necessary to do it. You got to see the importance of it. And then once you can see that, then you'll make the proper steps and investments towards, you know, something better for yourself. Remember, this is going to be a radical transformation, so some of it might not make sense. You might not know all the answers. But that's why you got to trust in spirit. Some of you guys, you really needed a change from the past, a release from a relationship, and hey, this is the time, you know. Those of y'all picked card number 3, you know, this is really a definite confirmation that, you know, to take a closer look inside of the relationships, right? But that's what I got for card number 3. Let me know how you guys like these messages, all right? I love you guys so much. See you in the next one. Bye.